with mods, he uses 3 gigs of RAM. Okay? For Craft, we use 5 gigs of RAM because that one sort of, like, that server host used 5 gigs of RAM, and we were fine. We were using Tridents, we were using Elytras, we were using everything. We only sort of got stutter if it was more of a Minecraft thing for Java Edition. It was more of a Java Edition Minecraft problem. It wasn't their server problem or anything like that. Like, we're still getting those stutters. Like, don't get me wrong, we're still getting those stutters. Not as much. OPK fainted. That's sad. I should have used the Hyper Potion on them, but who cares? Trickidum can be able to take care of everything now. But yeah, like, we're still having those issues. Like, we're still having those issues, like, even now. Like, I've had it a few times. I've gotten a few random disconnects here and there, so it's not really that. So it's not really their fault. It's more so Java's fault in this kind of thing. That's why like, I think one person, during 1.14, was it 14 or was it 15? I can't remember. One person from my friend's chat ended up saying, like, why don't you guys just move the server to Bedrock? Because it's more stable, and plus, like, they have a better system specifically for high-end computers kind of thing. Or high-end PCs is pretty much what they put it at. And I ended up saying, though, that because a lot of our things work with structure blocks, and not just structure blocks, but we do use command blocks, and we use command signs. So if you don't know what a command sign is, it is a sign that you can normally place on the wall like a normal Minecraft sign, but in the background it actually acts like a command block. So you right click and it has a command that it executes. Most of mine are mostly just teleporting in between walls. Because I don't use doors, and I don't like to keep my hallways as open as possible, because it makes the ship look bigger than what it is, and it's not really worth having that sort of hassle. I'd rather have some kind of dividers kind of thing. Okay, drop the lift key, buddy. But yeah, that's kind of the only reason why I use command signs for the most part, is just to go through walls. I do have a few that are different. I have one that spawns in a few items that are not actually obtainable through vanilla, but nothing too bad. But yeah. But pretty much that's the whole shenanigans for that. Though that's the whole reason why we haven't gone Bedrock yet. And I remember going through one server... No, not one server, what is it? What was it? Was it a server thing, or was it just something else? No, I remember what it was. So, there was an application, I forget where I found it. It might have just been Planet Minecraft, or it might have been just a YouTube video. I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure how I obtained it. I know I got it. Where it was able to convert a Java Edition world to Bedrock. So I was able to convert one of my worlds to this. Now there is something that needs to be mentioned as well. So when this thing ended up converting my one of my worlds into this, it did have, I think it was one of the bases, I forget which one it was, but it had one of my bases, and pretty much it wasn't fully good on figuring out which blocks were which, as some blocks were missing. So I was like, okay, you know, this is somewhat fixable, you know, just load up Java Edition to the side with the world and just do it. That's not the problem. The problem is that half of the chests, and not just half of the chests, all of the chests, all of the barrels, and all of the... I had shoulder boxes on some of them, I think. Oh. Oh, this is new. Oh, another step, brat. How dare you humiliate us on Mount Moon? It's payback time, you brat. Okay. This is a cool fight. Okay, I'll put a pin on it and we'll just do this fight. Okay. What do you have? A level 25 coughing. Well, I have a level 42 Charizard known as Drakitham. So he's just gonna invert. I should take it out in like one shot anyway. We'll slash you. There we go. Okay. Ekans. It's a nice mod. It's gonna get slashed. And it's gonna go down. Such a dreadful twerp. Yep. Next to Team Rockets. Blasting up again. Okay. I gotta go back and heal. I might as well go heal Pikachu as well. Well, I might as well heal Drakitham at the same time, is what I meant to say. But yeah. So, back to the topic at hand. So pretty much every storage item that was actually in that base at that moment was empty, or it had a bunch of items missing for no reason at all. Because all of those items actually existed within Bedrock Edition. So I was confused by all means. I didn't understand what was going on, but for some reason, everything was gone. And I didn't understand why that was happening. So I got really confused. And so I was like, you know what? I don't want this Bedrock Edition thing anymore. I'm gonna leave. And I kind of just left it alone. Now, I do know for a fact that you don't really need to make a Bedrock server. You can just have one person as the host kind of thing, and everybody else just kind of joins in if they're your Microsoft, I think, friends or Xbox friends kind of thing. But I'd rather just have the server kind of thing, and just if you have the IP or whatever kind of thing, whatever you can set it to, you just log in through that. I'd prefer that. Like, for StarCraft, in order for somebody to get in, I have to give you the IP. Which is fine. I prefer that. Like, I prefer that sort of interaction, because then it's like, oh, the only way you can join is if I give you my IP. So I'd rather not just have it like an extra roadblock, like you have to have my IP and you have to have my Microsoft friends or whatever. Not saying Microsoft friends or whatever is bad, just saying that I would prefer to have more interaction kind of thing with that. Where you have to message me instead of just adding me as a friend, and it's just as simple as that. Add as friend. Done. Well, great. No, I don't want to use item. I want to use Pokemon. We're going to go switch to Drakitham, because Drakitham can definitely take on the Zonix. No problem at all. Rock throw. Interesting. I have Ember, which should be able to take you out in one shot, or be very, very close. But yeah, so there's a lot of history in StarCraft. StarCraft is, well, it's more outside of it than more inside kind of thing. Because I think everything else that happened mostly on the inside, it's already in a video at some point. Like, there's already like a few running jokes here and there. Blood of the Sun is one of them, which is a faction that a friend of mine has created on the server. Literally, its initials is bots. It has a cap, and it literally has a joke in of itself. So, how you're supposed to spell bots in a shorter form is a capital B, lowercase o and t, and a capital S. So it's really weird, is pretty much where it is. Which is hilarious, because you look at it and you go, I don't like this. It looks really funky. It's hilarious. And I kind of tried to make that joke in... What was the MMO? I can't remember. Wait, was it an MMO? Yeah, but it confused it, and so it capitalized everything, or it turned it all lowercase, and I'm like, no, you're ruining the flair of it. I can't remember what it was. To be fair, I can't remember. I know for a fact it was an MMO, actually, now I'm remembering it. I know it was an MMO, but I don't remember which one. So each and every new MMO, I always try and make a guild now, and or faction, or whatever you want to call it. I make one now, and I call it Blood of the Sun now. Because I love that. I love that name. It's perfect. It's not that it gets right to the point, it's that it's just hilarious just to kind of put the initials on anything. So if there was ever something that showed off like the team sort of like initials kind of thing, you just see 2 capitals and 2 lowercase. And it just gets so confusing. You're like, just either capitalize everything or capitalize the first letter. Don't capitalize the first and the last letter. I love it so much. It's just so good. I love it a lot. It's one of the, and I think everybody in the server has joined, minus one person. Yeah, but they haven't joined in a long time, so I don't really. I mean, I keep trying to message him, telling him that the server's on and the server IP is this, and all this stuff, but I don't get no reply. So yeah, so it's so either he got a new number and never told me, or his contacts changed and he's got and he has me as unknown number. I don't know. Either way, it doesn't really matter. We only have, I think, 2 members now, so fine. I'm still trying to get another one of my friends to actually join with us. I've already sort of convinced him that as soon as he gets Minecraft Java Edition, he should join the server. And it's already on one of his like to-do list kind of thing. So we're already gonna have like a 3rd member. So it's gonna be kind of fun. What is this color scheme? It looks like vomit. I'm not even joking. Look at that. It looks like vomit. It's so mean. I think that purple would have been better here, because purple could represent ghost or something like that, not puke green. Interesting. Or Darkness. Has he always had a funeral? No, isn't this supposed to be Pidgeot? Did he change it? Or is it different in this game? I don't remember him ever having that. Thunder? No, because Rain Dance is not a thing. Yeah, Rain Dance is not a thing, so it's always going to be inaccurate. I'd rather just have perfect accuracy. Okay, I think Yellow, he has a different team, because I don't remember him ever having a Shelter at this moment either. And by that I mean, like, I don't remember this being in blue or red. So I'm confused. But yeah, I think StarCraft has more had technical issues outside of it than anything else. I'm just gonna go double team a bunch of times. Double team 3 and then quick attack. Yeah, because we had issues at first when we moved the server from, I like to call it monochrome because it's black and white, from monochrome over to cube. We've had a little bit of issues here and there where for some reason Cube was unable to install Java perfectly. It had a few random issues with it and I couldn't understand why it was happening. So Cube had Cube had an issue where it couldn't even load the server. It had a few Java issues as well. And the whole answer to that was to install Java twice. And then, even then, it was having an issue with Minecraft. So I was having even more issues with that. I like how he says he caught a Cubone, by the way. But it wasn't in his party. I just caught a Cubone. Wait, does he have a status condition? Oh no, he's scared because we're in Pokemon Tower. Okay.